أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. In this session, we are going to talk about Jenni. Jenni is an AI powered workspace to help you read, write, and organize research with ease. Now, how do we use Jenni? Now, here is the website Jenni.ai. You can go on and register. Now, once you register and log in, you will see this screen. What you have on your left is that different options. You can have your own library. You can start with an AI chat. You can have different documents that you may have created earlier, and you can create new documents as well. Now, you can go right at the editor here in the middle or start off with an AI chat. Now, in this case, let us start with a new document, and you can import your document file as well. Create new document, and we have different options. Now it is asking me for a prompt, and then it will generate either the standardized headings that we have for a research paper, or smart headings based on AI, or you can have no headings at all and this just start writing. Now let's say if you want standardized headings that are there for a research paper. Now how do we write a prompt? How does social responsibility. Now, let's say if I'm interested in writing about how social responsibility influences sustainable performance, impact sustainable performance. Now, again, have a look. It's a very average prompt. It's missing certain keywords. So, let's say in higher education institutions. Now, this is a great prompt. How does social responsibility impact sustainable performance in higher education? And let's use standard headings and start. Now, this is the title. We have our introduction, literature review, methodology, results, discussion, and conclusion. What's good about Jenni is that whenever it's writing, it's just not giving you the results, it's asking you whether to include those results or not. Now, again, before using any AI tool, it's very important that the user understands what is research. The user should understand what is the structure of a research paper. The user, the writer, the scholar must understand what to include and what not to include in a particular section. Now, the kind of details we include in the introduction, we do not include those in the literature review. Now, for instance, the contributions to this study are not mentioned in the literature review, they are pointed or referred to in the introduction. The sampling detail would be mentioned in the methodology, not in the literature review or the introduction. Now, again, using these tools is very important because everybody is using them and they are very good tools. But it's very important to understand that these tools are there to assist you, not to write for you. They are going to help you, and they are very usable if you know yourself how to write, what to write, where to write. Now again, we have this detail here, this literature. Now, do you want to accept it and put it in your paper? Do you want to try it again? Let's say I accept it. Now again, it will keep on writing and keep on asking you whether you want to include that particular text in your document or not. In this case, let's say I want to include this text as well. Now, let's say if I finish the introduction, or let's say I want to start writing the literature review. So I just had to press here and it will now start focusing on the literature review. So again, it starts off with the concept here and it starts off with the value of the topic here. So that's how you write an introduction, that you start off with the importance, the value, the significance of the topic. And in the literature review, we talk about the conceptualization of the concept. So keep on moving between different sections and it will keep proposing different text that you can include in your research paper. Now, once you have generated different text, now again there is another feature that is called AI chat. Now, how do we use this chat? Now, for example, let's say, let's remove for now the current document, or you can add in the current document as well. And I want to enable the web content so that it can search through the web. Now, let's say if I'm writing the introduction for my research, how do I use Jenny for my research introduction? So, an introduction will normally have these things. It will have the value of the topic, what existing research is available, what is the theoretical lens, or what are the proposed study contributions. Now, let's assume my topic remains the same, and this is my topic. So, I have to ask Jenny for the results. So, for example, how would I write my first prompt? And I need the first thing that I need is the value of the topic. What is the importance of social responsibility for higher education institutions? And let's correct the spelling, and all good, press enter. Now, if you have uploaded some documents in the library, you can search your library as well. Now, this is very much recommended on my part. Now, you build your own library, download your own papers, and use it for generating the results. Now, how to do that, we'll talk about it. If you click here, library, and you can upload your PDFs. Now, let's say if I press send or enter, and it is showing you what it's doing. Now, here are the results. Now, this is or these are the reasons for which you can say that social responsibility is important for higher education institutions. Now, again, if you look here, you've got these references here. Now, you can save this reference using this bookmark sign, or you can open a full text. Let's say if you are interested in reading about this paper, let's say if I go down here, going, say if I'm interested in this latest research here, this one here, so I can go right at the source of the paper. Yeah. It's giving me this paper, it's opening. Now again, there are other papers as well. So let's say I can open this one here, open full text. It's opening the PDF. Now here is the PDF. So not only in that you can edit the papers in the editor, you can obviously read the research papers as well, and you can select text to quote in chat. So you can include that text and quote it in chat as well. Now similarly, go on and keep asking these questions. And so you can copy the response as well. Here is the result. Now, if you click here, create and manage, once created, save prompts appear here. So you can create your first save prompt, create prompt, so you can create your own prompts as well. Now moving on, you can upload PDFs as well. Now click here and you can find the PDF documents and upload them here. Now again, let's say if I ask another prompt, what are the gaps prevalent in the area of social responsibility in higher education? So let's see what we get. Now this is a very important element or ingredient of a research introduction. Now again, We haven't enabled the web content, so make sure that you check your options before going through them. Now here are the results. Now, let's say if I open the web content and ask what are the research gaps in the area of university social responsibility, and let's press enter. Now again, you can save your prompt here as well. Again, there is a very important gap on the impact of university social responsibility. So again, there might be very limited research on the outcomes of university social responsibility. So again, using Jenni.ai is not only helping you write your research paper by providing you with that information that you have to obviously read, critically analyze, and then use it in your research paper. It is helping you provide that direction for your research as to where should I head with my research paper, and what options do I have, what gaps can I fill. Now again, moving on, there are other options that we can look into. If you click here on library, we can upload the PDFs. Now again, you can upload up to 100 PDFs, select the files and upload them, and then you can talk to those particular papers. If you have an area, let's say mine is servant leadership or knowledge management, I can upload the papers on both servant leadership and knowledge management and talk to AI chat and find maybe new gaps or some other critical information. You can link it to Zotero. Again, you can connect it to Zotero. You can connect it to Mendeley, import the files, or paste the DOI. Now, let's say if I open here, now here are some of my papers. So let's say if I talk about corporate social responsibility and press open. Now it's uploading the sources to the library. Now I've uploaded 3 papers, and now I can cross it. Now here are the 3 papers. Now again, now I can chat with these papers as well. So this is Jenni.ai, and this was a general introduction on how to access Jenni.ai for your research needs. Thank you very much.